Hi, welcome to Plymstock Chapel's latest video. I used to live in Cornwall, not too far from Creeley, and so when Charlie, who's our oldest, was still quite small, we used to take him there. I think we had a season ticket for a year or two, and it's a sort of, if you don't know it, it's like an adventure playground, soft play, petting zoo, rides and slides and all sorts of things, and we used to go there quite often. One of our favourite rides was a water slide that used to sit in a yellow inflatable boat, and then it would sort of jack you up and down you would go, slide down over through some spray very fast, and it was really good fun. For a while when Charlie was small, he used to have an issue on that ride because we would get to the top and there was one of those signs that said you have to be this tall to go on the ride. And strain as he would, and he did try, he wasn't tall enough to ride. But he used to be saved on that particular ride by the fact that there was another line that said, if you are this tall, you can ride with an adult. So there was sort of a couple of standards on it. There was one that he didn't meet by himself in any way. He wasn't tall enough just to hop in a boat and go. But he could ride with me. If you like, my adultness covered the fact that he didn't reach the height, the standard by himself. And so if he got in the boat with me, we could whoosh down over and then walk up the long hill to the top and queue up and go again and again and again. But it was good fun. I used to enjoy it as well as him. So if we think about it, he wasn't tall enough to reach the standard himself. He had to be covered by me. He had to be in the boat with me. Now, if we turn to the Bible, we'll find there that it talks and it uses a Bible word, if you like, sin, for our failings, our guilt, our independence from God, all the ways that we've messed up. And it says that all have sinned and fallen short. None of us reach the standard. So what are we going to do? Well, what is the option for us? To ever be right with God? To ever be forgiven? To ever make it to heaven? To ever have a relationship with God if we've all fallen short? In a way, the Bible's saying none of you can ride this ride. None of you can ride the adventure of knowing God because we've all messed up. But through the New Testament, there is this phrase that is used over and over again, just two words. And it's worth looking through, it's worth reading through and spotting them. It says this, in Christ. In Christ. For instance, in Ephesians chapter 1, it says, every spiritual blessing is yours in Christ. Isn't that a great verse? Everything that we have is there for us in Him. If you like, it's saying you can't ride the ride, your standard is not high enough, you do not reach it. You've sinned, you've messed up. But if you, can I put it like this, if you get in the boat with Christ, if you are in Christ, if you let not His adultness but His righteousness, His perfection cover you, you are covered in His name, in Christ, in being in Him. You suddenly become acceptable. You're allowed to go on the ride, the adventure of knowing God, the wonder of a relationship with Him. And that phrase is littered through the Bible. In Christ. Everything that the Christian has is ours in Christ when we are with Him, when we know Him, when we walk through life together. It's a very important phrase in the Bible. And I hope that little story helps you to grasp that whilst we can never be right with God on our own merit, in Christ, all things are given to us for those who trust and put their faith in Him. God bless you.